today's mouth-watering episode inside Foodies Mansion, we'll be making Egusi soup. Hey Foodies, welcome to Foodies Mansion. When making any Nigerian local soup, you want to start by cooking your proteins first. I've cooked my chicken, baked it, and set it aside. Next, I'll be cooking other proteins, which include my dry fish, stockfish or Oporo, dry shrimps, and Pomo. I'll cook this for 20 minutes so that it can be very soft and not chewy, especially the Oporo. You don't want anything to be hard in your soup. It's a total turn off. I'll cover this for 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, my soup is already boiling hot. Now I'm going to introduce the ingredients. First, I'll be putting in my pepper and Ugba mixture. So some people call Ugba Ogiri. Some people call it Ogiri Okpei. Whatever it's called in your language. It's a beautiful spice, local spice to add in your soup. I'll also add some seasoning cubes and some salt to taste. Lastly, I'll add a lot of crayfish. Crayfish gives soup a rich taste. If you're allergic to crayfish or you don't even like crayfish at all, please feel free to skip this in this recipe. We'll cover this and allow to cook for say another 15 minutes. Now, we're going to make our egusi paste. You just need to add water to your grinded egusi seed. That's your melon seed. You grind it and add some water to it. We're going to scoop this in small portions and add it to our soup. This is what will help you achieve that egusi ball that you like to see in egusi soup. All you have to do is scoop a little at a time and put it into your hot boiling soup. When you're done, make sure you don't stir it. If you don't like egusi balls in your egusi soup, please don't make your egusi into a paste. Just pour in your grinded egusi. We'll also cover this and allow it to cook for 15 minutes.
A few moments later.
15 minutes later, our egusi is cooked. Now you use your cooking spoon to break this into the size of balls that you want. If you like it this big, which I doubt, you can let it stay like that. But every time you stir it, it breaks even more into the soup. I would be adding my palm oil to my soup. I'll allow this to cook for some time so that it doesn't come out tasting raw. If you don't cook your palm oil very well, it will come out tasting raw. Now is a good time for you to please subscribe to our channel. You've watched up until this point. It shows that you love what we do. Thank you for subscribing. We'll cover this and allow it to cook for 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, our palm oil is properly incorporated into our soup, looking all nice and yellow and sumptuous. I've added my chicken now, and I will be careful as soon as I add my chicken because I don't want it breaking in my soup. Lastly, we'll add our vegetable. This is Ukazi leaf. I'm using Ukazi leaf because I love Ukazi leaf in my egusi soup. Ukazi leaf is the same thing as Afang leaf. It gives egusi soup a beautiful flavor. Feel free to use ugu leaf or bitter leaf for this recipe. They equally give beautiful flavors in egusi soup. But if you're up for a new experience, please try Afang leaf for your egusi soup. I'll just stir this, make sure that it's well mixed, and then I'll allow my soup to cook. About 10 minutes later, my soup is ready. Guys, please try this recipe. You'll love it. It was so delicious. I'll be waiting for your comment section. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Foodie. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. I'll see you next time. Bye, Foodie.